everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerator Author, welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, my ladies and gentlemen, or all gentlemen, we don't have any ladies around here, regrettably, we are going to be taking a look at a deck known as the 8th Axis, which is a deck all about level 8 monsters, just summoning out level 8s and things. The Horus engine is pretty much our backbone. We also have some dragon things on the side, and some techs you may or may not be expecting. So we got ourselves our deck here today. And it's a big old shout out to Mr. JLPG King, who I'm pretty sure asked for this deck. I lost the actual comment. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. But regardless, we're playing a deck around level 8s, spamming at level 8s. Very straightforward deck, honestly. The Horus is the most convoluted thing in the thing, so it's a very straightforward deck. Summon a bunch of level 8 monsters, hit the opponent really hard. That's all we need to worry about. Lots of rank 8 exceeds. We have the one fusion we can summon. We got a Mega Drops in there. I'd play a rank, or what do we call it, a Link 8 monster, but I can't because they never made the one. But that's okay. We got our whole deck here today. We're going to be showing off the combos and the wombos, the what do's and the what not do's. And we're having ourselves a good old time. So, if you want the whole deck list, as always, it's at the end. If you have any deck ideas for the 100 days, leave them in the comments. But for now, let's get into the action. Show off what this baby can do. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day and another card game. With our deck, we like going first and going second as well. It's a deck that can do either or. Opening hand is an interesting affair. And we're going to Dragon Link. Okay, Dragon Link it is. I mean, I've seen this song and dance like... how many times have I seen this song? And it's about 5 million times, something like that. Something like that. I mean, I've seen this particular combo too many times to count, bloody thing. But man, here we are. The 10th day of the 100 days already. It's pretty nutty to think about. I know we're a whole 10th of the way through the season. And we're up against a, what looks to be close to a pure Red Eyes deck. I mean, it has to be the playing the cards of the red stones. I mean, a regular Dragon Link would not do that. But anyway, what do we have for a turn? An interesting affair. I do have all my Call by the Haunteds. This is really good for Felgrand, just to trick my opponent into, like, you know, not so much trick, but like to banish my opponent's stuff. It's really useful for that. Let's see. Let's give Danger Bigfoot a shot. Come on, Ashby, I dare you. Thank you. You have been a lovely audience. I love you so much. Thank you. And why don't people learn that you can't Ash Blossom Danger monsters? It doesn't work that way. Oh, hey, Felgrand. There you are. Cool. That works even better. So we're going to go ahead and banish one of our Synchro monsters for a Dark and Evaporating Dragon. I rarely get to do the fusion, but it is something we can do. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. We're going to go ahead and fusion summon using the Felgrand in our hand. And be like, I summon forth Ultimate Dark Light Dragon Lord. Now, I won't be able to do many of these other cards at the moment, but neither can my opponent, because I got 3 Omni Negates on this thing. It's pretty dang nasty. And even if it leaves the board, my opponent is in it for a rough time, because I'm going to get to bring back Felgrand and banish their stuff. And that's the idea of this deck, essentially. It's just like, fill up the graveyard with things like Felgrand and Gizmek and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we're just trying to hit our opponent really hard with big level 8 monsters. It's, like I said, very straightforward. I know this guy technically breaks the mold, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine, okay? Alright, so stand by, do nothing. Because we can't... The one problem with Darkness Dragon Lord is that he works on both players. It's kind of like with Lancelot as well, that if I do something, he will negate me too. And I don't want that to happen. Much as I am interested in the archetype that likes to banish and negate itself, that is not what we want to see today. Let's see. You're going to imperm me, you say. Let me think about that. Do I want to do something about that? Let me think. Yeah. I'm going to go for my Maxi Metamorph here. I'm like, yeah, I'm negating this. And there's not a dang thing you can do about it. There's not a dang thing you can do about it, Timmy. You're just going to have to live with it. Sorry, Dragon Lord, but your usefulness has already ended. Although did that actually not stop the load? Oh, it didn't stop the load at all. Okay, I mean, I could still have a negate on the board, so it's all good. It's all good. What is this guy going to do? Primite Roar into whom exactly? Probably, oh wait, it's going to be Red Eyes, of course, because it's a Red Eyes deck. Unfortunately for them, it's a bit of a Red Eyes versus Red Eyes scenario. You know, he's got the ability to summon out a Red Eyes. But I have the ability to just say, no. And that's what I'll do. I'll just say a no. No offense, my brother, but that's not going to happen. Let's see. I guess he can use the load to also bring out a Red Eyes. Yeah, and I can't stop that one. That is true. And I activate the effects of special summon monsters on the field this turn. Okay. So you can use special, I really don't like that artwork. I prefer the older artworks. This one just kind of looks weird. He looks more like Serpent Night Dragon or something. Regardless, my opponent, what do you got? Red Eyes, Black Metal Dragon onto this thing. Okay. Uh-huh. I guess he can still use, like, grave effects and things. That is true. And you got Dark Charmer. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. The only dark in my graveyard is, Evaporating Dragon. Which I guess does have the ability to pop things. Alright. Although he can't use it because of load. Yeah, he can't even use Dark's effect because of load. So, hard to say what the plan was there, but my opponent, it's certainly an interesting idea for a deck, but unfortunately against the power of the 8th axis, ain't going to do him much good. So that's going to be our first win today. We'll probably do, I'm hoping to do 4 duels today. We'll see how it goes. It just depends on how long they take. But that's basically the idea of this deck, is just go for the level 8s. It's pretty straightforward. The only time it gets crazy is when, like, the horuses really show. But otherwise, we got our Bigfoot. We got our Metal Dragon, dude. It's pretty straightforward, and that's what we want to do for this 10th day. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Alright, paper. Paper, you failed me. Okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, for a second, whatever, doesn't matter too much. Opening hand's an interesting affair. Got a lot of little things to it, and we do have a way to bait out the, what's his face? Mechaba. Good old Mechaba. Alrighty. I mean, that's like 99% of the opening plays of Invoked is Mechaba. So once you can get around him, you're pretty set. It just depends on, like, what else they can... that's what else they can do. I see. I see indeed. That's except for a few... Okay, so yeah, you can just do that too. I swear, if this is going to lead into, like, Red Eyes Dragoon on top of this, that's going to be, for one, kind of annoying. For another, just kind of excessive, personally, in my opinion, but you do you. Alright, going for Albie. And I'm low-key wishing I was playing a slightly more serious deck and actually bothered with Imperm. I wanted to go with more, like, I don't know, less, not, like, obvious choices for the deck. Maybe that's on me. I'm just saying, yeah, it was going to be Dragoon, wasn't it? It was always going to be Dragoon. When is it not going to be Dragoon? When is this guy going to be just, like, obsolete? Probably not for a long time. It's too good of a card. Too easy to summon out, and way too much protection, plus a negate, plus... Well, nobody ever used the burn effect, but it is a thing. Pardon. Each player can only attempt to activate 1 monster effect per turn. Each player can only attack with 1 monster during each battle phase. Interesting choice. Okay. I can work with that just fine. Ooh, the deal with the Dark Ruler. That's cool. Let's go ahead and activate the King Sark and see where this goes. Because Sarko will allow me to just, like, deal with this guy. So, you know, I could deal with that. So let's go ahead and bring out a dragon. Let's send Horus to the graveyard, because he is a dragon. And we're going to activate our Return of the Dragon Lords to bring him back. I mean, he does have that Omni Negate, but I can just, like, you know, ram into him. That works, too. And it does work. I mean, we'll bring back Krebishka Bubba. And I feel like I should just, like... Hold on, I want to double check something. Alistair works with all fusions, doesn't it? Wait a minute, can this thing be targeted by itself? No, it can't, actually. This targets, right? Yes. I mean, he can protect Caliga, But unless I'm dumb as a post, let's see. Thinking. You know what? I'm actually okay with them keeping Caliga for a turn. Let's just ram into Dragoon. Let's just ram into that guy. Because I can just banish Return of the Dragon Lords to protect myself. Yeah, and you're learning that your card doesn't work the way you think it does, son. It don't quite work that way. Alrighty, well that was silly as all heck. Let's go ahead and just do some more combos and things. My boy. My boy. You silly person. Alright. Get some more monsters on the board. Some of the horror. I mean, the horus is, like I said, they're part of the whole engine. They're really good in this deck. It's not like a necessity sort of thing, but they are pretty dang useful. But we're gonna go for everybody. I'm gonna set this card. I could do other things, but I'm just gonna set this card and see where this goes. Because my opponent, so long as they have Caliga, they can only use one monster effect a turn. That's pretty good. What does this thing do? Summon this card. Do a fusion summon. Okay. Cool. I mean, you could do that, but then you can't use Madame Vare's effect. Uh-huh. I do have a spellcaster, just for the record. So, what was the point of that? Let's see. Since the Grave's turn. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Simple and straightforward is the way to go. So we'll beat over Caliga. I will not be using the effect of Sarko because I don't want to. I'm going to attack into Madame with my protection of Horus. Oh no! I was gonna use the deal with the Dark Ruler. No. Don't you hate it when people rage quit just because they don't know how to read their card effects and then you're just trying to do something silly? You know? All I wanted to do was summon Berserk Dragon. You know how hard it is to summon Berserk Dragon? Really not that hard, but it's still annoying when people do that to you. It's really annoying, especially with what this guy was trying. Like, Dragoon plus Caliga? Really? That was your strategy? Come on, man. Come on. Regardless, that's good for Duel 2, I guess. I mean, I'm not satisfied. I didn't get to summon Berserk Dragon. I was going to get to, but my opponent wouldn't let me. But we got time for more duels, so let's go ahead for duel numero 3. At this rate, we're probably going to go for duel numero 4. We'll see how it goes, but for now, let's just keep going. Alright, everybody, the third opponent, the fight in third. Let's get right into it. I'm feeling the Rock. Rock, you fail me. I'm never watching your movies again. Anyway, so what do we have for an opening hand? It's an interesting hand. Ooh, Qliphorts. I have not seen Qliphorts in many moons. There's been many a moon since the Qlis have been here to please. Alright, good old Qliphorts. This is gonna get you another Qli card, any Qli card. Pick a card, any Qli card. Man, can you remember that time? Oh man, Qliphorts used to be like the deck of all decks. That was like 10 years ago, something like that. I don't remember. It was a long arse time ago. But Qliphorts used to be pretty good. Now, of course, links are a thing, and that means Towers doesn't do jack. But, you know, back in the day, you put respect on Qliphort's name. Alright, we got some Qliphorts going. We got Stealth going. And I'm assuming you don't have your scales set ready? Because you're setting cards already. That or you're up to something snarky. Either way. Alright, what do we have for an opening hand? Let's go ahead. We'll use our black Full Metal Dragon. Just gonna reveal that boy. That's gonna let me get my Metalmorph trap on the board, just get things set up and all that good stuff. Put the trap on the board, put the dragon back in the deck, thank you very much. And, thinking here. I'm thinking, I think I should just trade in one of these Thunderbirds, because I don't want to try and use Thunderbird's effect when there's like 2 of them. It's almost guaranteed to not work. Plus, if I can keep the dragon, it'd be great. What's this? Primite Drill Beam. Target face a card on the field negates effects if you do banish it. Ow. Okay. That's an... Okay. Oh, that's fine. I mean, Danger Thunderbird will still go off. I can still pop a back row. I used to be able to pop a back row. Why did this explode? There's no Qliphort card on the field except for a Qliphort. Does this not count? Weird. Alright, well, that was an interesting way to start the turn. I'm going to use my dragon now, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I'm going to smack you with a dragon. I hope you don't mind it too hard. Alright, so I'll attack with my dragon. Certainly a slower turn than I was hoping to have, but... okay. And I do have my advanced draw, but I'm going to save that for later. I feel like later is a much better time to be using that card. So let's go ahead and use our Maxi Metamorph. Tribute that off, get out our Dragon, so we at least have some kind of interaction on our opponent. Little bit of interactivity. We'll see where this goes. I can negate a Pendulum Scale if need be. So I'm still concerned as why this exploded. I mean, I'm glad it didn't work, because this is like a floodgate. It's level 4 lower monster negates effect. Oh, this doesn't work on me at all. Monster special on level 5 or higher negates effects of the turn. Also bans release me. Okay, that could have been an issue. Yeah, I don't really want you to free searches, sir. Considering you clearly seem to need it. Although, yeah, you're going to get your scales anyway. But whatever. At least we're both doing something. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, what are you going to do now? Summon out the Scoot. The Scoot. And you got a Stealth in there, too. Can you not summon that, too? Or are you going to tribute? Oh, right. They're tribute summon dudes. That's right. Qliphorts are all about tribute summons. What does this do when it's tribute summoned? Let's see. Target a card on the field, return to the hand. Your opponent cannot do stuff. I mean, I think he can't target me. No, but he can target my trap. Okay. I mean, that's still kind of annoying, but... Oh? Oh, you want to do it again. I see. Very clever. Yeah, that's the whole thing about Qliphs. Like, they're pendulums, but they do, like, their whole shtick is that they want to be tribute summoned. Because, one, this will let them draw a bunch of cards. And they also get, like, all their effects and things. So, let's go ahead and use Thunderbird. Come on, 50-50 chance. Yes, perfect. Exactly what we wanted to see. I just need a body on the board. Oh, my brother. I mean, I see why, because I literally could have crashed Thunderbird into this and then rammed into you with this, but come on, man. Have some respect from the classic Qliphs. Please, somebody request Qliphorts for the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I can show how it's supposed to be done. Pretty please. Pretty please. We can play with some Primate cards. That clearly seems to work, but... Alright, well, that's unfortunate, but we have time for one more duel today. I just... We're seeing bits and bops of what this deck can do. And in a really good day when the horus line gets all going, we can get like a bunch of rank 8s on the board at the same time. That's really what I want to see. So let's go for one more duel. See if we can get out the true power of this deck. Alright, everybody, the fourth opponent, the final fourth. Last chance of romance. Let's just go on into it. Scissors. I can't believe I trusted you. Regardless, what do we have for an opening hand? It's something. It's an okay hand. I mean, I've got a lot of little things here and there. I've got a Horus, got the Sarko, a couple of advanced draws, just draw at the wazoo. It's okay. What is this? Fiendsmith. Oh, it's Fiendsmith. I see. Fabled Fiendsmith. Lordy, when was the last time I even saw Fiendsmith on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro? It's been a while. So I don't remember like the whole shtick. I know it's like typical modern Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of omni negations and things of that nature. But you know what? If my opponent wants to be a tryhard, I don't give a shite. Today is a day all about just having a nice, clean time with some rank 8 stuff and some level 8 stuff. And yeah, the Horuses are here too. You can call them like meta all you want. At least they let you play the game, okay? Most modern day decks won't let you do that. Alright. But yeah, that's ultimately the thing I like most about this whole idea of this deck, is that while we do have a lot of really powerful cards in it, and yeah, we have a negate or two, for the most part, this deck allows the opponent to, like, do stuff. You know what I mean? It lets your opponent do stuff. Okay. Ryzeol's on top of everything. Ooh. Not exactly a fan of that. Not really a big fan of that nonsense. So we'll see. We'll see, because let me think. Dreadnator's whole thing is that if I activate a card then they can pop my cards. That hard counters my King Sark, which is not necessarily good. And let's see, that does him no good, but it's something you send to the graveyard, indeed. Gonna go for the first Ryzeol to get you more Ryzeols. Okay. I mean, other than the fact that the Dreadnator is like the one thing I'm more worried about than anything else here, and the field spell can be annoying too, is that if I go for Sarko, he's gonna be able to just stop it. Because normally, you know, just having Sarko lets me get around this Chaos Angel thing. Because it's a pretty nasty dude if you have all monster effects, but, you know, King Sark is a spell removal. So, you know, it ultimately depends on if he can make Dreadinator, which I would assume that they can, considering they're still playing. So we'll see where this goes. Let's see. Monster effect is activated by opponent. Attach material from a Ryzeol exceeds. Okay. It does have to be a Ryzeol. Okay. Setting a card is a good thing. That means that they're running out of stuff to do. And then you're going to overlay into this thing. This card's sent to the graveyard. Does stuff. Okay, cool. This isn't a Ryzeol, is it? No? Okay, good. Good. And you're summoning back this thing. Cool. Alrighty, now it's finally our turn. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's start with Foolish Burial to, you know, mess with them. Make them scared and stuff. Summon a Fiendsmith from wherever. Okay. Summoning out Lacrima. This card's in the graveyard. Okay, cool, I guess. So what are we actually going to send to the graveyard, you might ask? It really doesn't matter, because I just kind of wanted to screw with my opponent there. That was really the main crux of my plan. But yeah, Lacrima's going to shuffle. Let's see. Sends a Fiendsmith card. That's this trap. Opponent summons a monster. All this card's in the grave. Bench the card. Send a Fiendsmith. Okie dokie. It's like, I mean, I guess it's more interruption than negation, so I can't complain too much. Though I probably... Okay, it doesn't... Okay. Ash me, why don't you? Why don't you ash me all about my boy Duamfe? I assume this is the part where you use that trap of yours. You're gonna send a Fiendsmith. Which Fiendsmith is a good question. And this is the one that lets you pop my stuff, right? Send it to the grave. Okay. You're gonna send my Sarko... Oh, no. Sending Duamfe to the graveyard. Okay. I'll just bring back the other guy. Unless there's something else I should be aware of. Okay, that was weird. That was a little weird. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing if y'all don't mind. Unless you mind, sir. I'm just gonna keep playing the game. What does this do? Send the grave target. 2 other rank 4. Like, sees monsters in the graveyard. Summon one of the 2. But you don't have any of that at the moment, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and use my advanced draw here. Just to draw some more cards and stuff of that nature. You know how it is. Oh, Berserker Dragon, why? Why do you have to be here right now? I don't need you. I needed you before. My brother from another mother. Why you do this to me? Alright. I mean, we got some stuff on the board, so that's a good start. That would be my 4th summon, so there's no Nibiru to be worried about. I could... Yeah, let's just go battle phase. Let's keep it simple. Let's go ahead and attack into the Chaos Angel. Because I can use King Sark to just get rid of this thing. Unless, of course, you have something else to say about that. MSD, perhaps? Cosmic Cyclone? Any number of other annoying cards? Possibly. Alright, so that's gone, and let's see. I guess I'll attack the Twins of the Eclipse. I don't think there's a reason not to do that, unless I'm horribly mistaken. Alright, that'll work. Alright, having done all of these things, what do we want to do now? I guess I could go for Sanafond. Sanafond is a fun monster to go into here. That's what we're going to do. Sanafond the Sky Prison. This thing I can detach material from it and lock the opponent out of doing any extra or like graveyard shenanigans for a turn. Plus, Xenophon can't be short by card effects, or he would have if it wasn't for imperm. Okay, I mean that proves that Xenophon was a good idea. Let's see. Oh wait, I threw a double A Zeus in here. I forgot that I did that. No, okay, that works for me. I mean, that works. I could get some interruption and stuff on my opponent, so I forgot straight up that I even had double A Zeus in here. I thought I took him out. Okay. Alright, so double A Zeus, he's on the board. What is my opponent going to do? Because this doesn't do anything until he gets rid of it. Which I'll probably get rid of it. Do you even have a Fiendsmith in the graveyard anymore? I don't think... Oh yeah, he's got the link. Still has the linky stinky. Okay. I don't think it matters. Oh, you should equip that. Okay. He was just going to bring it back one way or the other. But I assume this is where you go into the fusion? Or whatever the balls this thing is? Necroquip Princess. Is this Necrolink Kitty's girlfriend or something? Looks like it. Anyway, what does it do? If a monster is sent from the hand of the graveyard to activate the effect of a card, equip a monster, draw a card. Okay, it doesn't really do much. I guess it does equip things, but that's about it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The Fabled. Oh, wait, that is Luri. I thought that was like something new. I straight up thought that Luri was like a new card because they gave it like an updated artwork. I straight up thought that was like a new thing. I know there's new Fableds. There's a bunch of new Fableds. But I didn't know that that's what that was. Uh-huh. Okay, well, I should have figured this was going to happen. Alright, so SP Little... I mean, we're just going to do the song and dance here. You're going to go ahead and try to hit Sky Thunder. I'm going to use Sky Thunder's effect. Then you're going to use SP Little Knight to banish us both. That is what you do. But I have to do the song and dance one way or another. So, it works for me. I mean, next turn I can just bring... I mean, Zeus is going to come back. I have some doubts. My opponent can one-shot me with, well, he does have Ryzeols. Maybe they can. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm thinking, Dreadnator only has like 20-something attack points, right? He's like Reaper of the Cards. He only has like 20 attack points, so I think I'm good in that respect. Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you gotta do? Summon out another one? You can summon out both of these? Crazy. Yeah, there's... Okay, he does have 3,000 attack points. Okay. I thought he only had 25 for some reason. It's his defense. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can just... like I said, double A Zeus, bring him back, punch this in the face. What's he gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, Thur? I mean, the only other thing I can think of them doing is like... Yeah, Detonator. There he is. I personally think Dreadnator is still a better name, but that's just me. This card's summon. Attach a monster as material. Cool. And you got this thing. Don't think that matters as material, but okay. It doesn't give him, like, additional attacks or something, does it? These monsters you control destroy battle card effect. Detach material from this card. Okay. Interesting indeed. This doesn't work on... It only works on monsters. Okay. Good. It's this guy that's the problem. So if I activate a card effect, you just, you know, detach materials and blow me up. Yeah, because if I go for King Sark, he's just gonna pop my stuff. That's the annoying bit. Let me think about this. Let's enter battle phase and see where this goes. Uh-huh. That'll bring out Lacrima. Uh-huh. And that'll activate its effect. Mm-hmm. Very impressive. Very impressive by all of your shenanigans and things. So for Light Fiend, bring back thing, yada yada blah blah, don't really care. Go ahead. You got like 20 more moves on my turn. Can I please make my moves? Thank you. I'd appreciate it. In all seriousness, I think I'm in some trouble because, yeah, he does have Detonator. As long as he has Detonator, he can just, like, interrupt my Sarco. Without Sarco, I can't really do anything to this because he can just attach materials to protect it. So, really, my only option is to, like, just smash the Little Knight. At the least, get rid of that interruption. At least something. I still get first blood, but it's not like the ideal situation. I'm not going to activate this anyway, just to do it. I mean, that still gets rid of a material off the detonator. We know he's going to do it. Oh. Okay. You're going to pop Zeus? I guess because, yeah, Quips will activate and he'll get more stuff back. I assume he's getting back the other Ryzeol Xyz monster whose name I do not remember. Yeah, that guy. Okay. No, this is what I was going to do. What was that Boom Hour impression? I don't know. Let's see. Attach a Ryzeol monster from the grave to discards material. Cool. I mean, he's making his monsters big and tough and big and all that good stuff, and that's pretty cool. But I am going to get, like, all the horses on the board, unless you're going to do something else. So, like, hello? How's it going? Like, I could just bring all these back. That's the shtick. That is kind of the stick. I didn't run Underworld Goddess, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Alright, is there anything else I'd like to do? I guess I could theoretically go for Dengirzu, which would just get rid of Detonator. Thinking about this. Dengirzu was also protect herself, so why not? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use Webish Kababa. And I'm feeling happy. And we'll make Dengirzu. The Dengirzu will activate. We're going to send a card of my opponents to the graveyard. Detonator will activate. And hopefully he tries to get rid of something, because this does target and pop. Yep. Oh. All that just to do that, sir. Okay, well, Horus goes off. Duamfe goes off. And you can't do much about that, can you? Because they can't be well, they can be destroyed by that, but they're still going to activate. And I'm still sending this to the graveyard, whether you like it or not. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and Dangerous Bigfoot. That'll work. Alright. Get out Dangerous Bigfoot. Ooh, hello. Oh, man, I gotta remember what this stuff. Face up Horus, you control. Let's see. Control a horse and a king. Reveal this card in the hand. Send a card from the hand to the field to the graveyard. Send a card on the field to the graveyard. Wait, what? Send a card from hand or field to the graveyard. Yeah. Send this to the graveyard. Send that to the graveyard. All of your silly little plans. What did they do for you? What did they do? I summoned forth Lancelot, Ghost Knight of the Underworld. He's an Omni-Negate. And you have very little cards left. So let's see if you can do anything at all. Maybe they can. Maybe they can't. Hard to say. Very hard to say. My opponent has a very convoluted deck. My deck, very straightforward when you get down to it. So we'll see. Yeah, because he'll do that, but that automatically gets negated. We'll see. I mean, that does stop that, but it depends on what this is. This could change the game. And so could that. But I can't stop it all. Can't stop it all. Do-do-do. All I really need to have is, like, Sarco remain on the board. That's all I really need. And then you're going to go for whatever this thing is. Fusion of Fiendsmith, shuffling materials from the grave into the deck. Didn't you just put everybody... No, they're still there. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy, he's still gonna be able to do stuff. Dang it. How many cards do you still have to do? I mean, he still has the sequence. He has this thing. Uh-huh. But how many more Ryzeols do you have? That's the big question. Exciton Knight. Oh. Destroy all the cards in the field. The opponent takes no damage. Oh, boy. That's not necessarily good. Yep, he's gonna wipe my board. Oh, balls. That is unfortunate for you, because Horus has another effect. Send all their monsters to the grave. Didn't expect that one, did you? Yes, Horus. But people sleep on this dude, but he does do good work. Alright, what else do you have? What now? Oh, Lord, does this deck ever stop? It's ridiculous. Half of its plays are on my turn. What is this even doing again? I forget. I don't even remember what this card does. Or where it is, for that matter. There it is. Let's see. This card's in the graveyard. Talking to Fiendsmith. But this card in the deck, it's on that monster. Whatever. I assume, yeah. Strip this card, summon a Fiendsmith from the hand or the deck. Which I assume that they have, but I'm just going to punch it anyway. Let's see. Oh, the Fiendsmith engine. At this point, it feels more like this guy is just trying to drag the duel out, because I am just getting tired of this nonsensical nonsense. So, you did this effect already. Let me double check something. How many Sarkos are left? One of them is left. You know, I'm just going to attack and keep things simple, because that's been working out for me just fine. I don't need to overcomplicate my plays just to impress nobody. That's not what this deck is about. So I'm just going to keep attacking. He has 2 cards left in the extra deck. I assume one is the fusion, which if he needed the fusion, he would have gone for it at some point. Add a fiend and discard a fiend. Do you have another Lurie in your deck or something? Indeed, that is exactly what you have. Alright. Cool. I mean, you have all these things, and they're very cool and stuff. But, like... what is the end game of what is even the end game of these Fiendsmiths? Because so far I have not seen it. I guess you're getting back Exciton Knight, and that is a rather dubiously good thing to have. Let's see. So this doesn't do anything in the moment. Level 6, not a tuner. I assume that dang coffin thing just keeps coming back. It just keeps coming back, and it won't stop coming back. At this point, I'm just like, hurry the balls up. Okay, now he's doing something. Okay, now everything's going to equip onto this dude. Can't be targeted by card effects. I assume, let's see. This is the part where one of these gives it the ability to, like, annihilate my balls or something. Yes, that is exactly what it does. Ouchie. Alright. I'm thinking here. I'd rather get my draw first, just in case I get Sarko. That's not Sarko. That's not Sarko at all. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and use Gizmic Orochi just to have him on the board. I don't think the Horus is going to be a thing anymore. I didn't actually get to see who was left. Let's see. No? Sarko's still a thing. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use Light and Dragon. More body on the board and all that good stuff. And let's see. Can't target stuff at the moment, so I'm just going to battle phase. Again, keeping things nice and simplistic. We'll attack into this Fiendsmith thing. Beat that thing over. Let's beat over this guy, I guess. I don't even think it matters at this point, because he's just going to keep reviving that. And then I can make Titanic Galaxy. I mean, I'll do it just to do it, but I don't know if that's going to be helpful or not. I can't even... Wait, I thought I had S30... I mean, S38, no, I didn't have him. He was the one I didn't have anymore. It wouldn't even matter at this point anyway, I don't think. But we'll see. Bonfire. I'm going to allow that one, because I feel like that's a bait. I feel like that's a bait. Summon a Ryzeol from the deck except for itself. Makes Saitan Knight's not a problem anymore. Unless he does the thing where he gets back Dreadnator. That is an option. But the Horuses are still in there. I still have all my life points. This duel is just ridiculous. Compared to the other three, this is just like way longer. For like no reason other than my opponent refuses to give up. Which is admirable. But it's also just annoying at this point. Because, yeah, these Fiendsmiths just keep, like, coming back. I do have, like, banishment stuff, but not at the moment. I feel like that would have been really useful. Like, if you just banish, like, these dudes, what does this deck do? What does it do without these cards? Probably not much. Alright? Are you locked into something or something? No? Underworld Goddess of the Booba. Alright, that's... Wait, who's activating something? Alright, Gizmecha Roach. Yeah, I can't use him at the moment, because she'll just negate that. Alright. Well, interesting indeed. What, is there anything else I can do? No, it's just Gizmecha. He desperately wants to help. And I wish he could, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So we're just gonna have to hope and pray we either draw level 8, or we draw our Sarko. That would be very helpful, but I think I might low-key be cooked at this point, which is annoying, because lordy, this has been a really nice back-and-forth duel. Let's see, 48, yeah, that's going to be game right there, because that's going to make him stronger than I am. Hot damn. That's just annoying, because we've had this guy on the ropes for a while. But dang it, that was a really nice duel. You know, it might be a loss, but that's okay. We got to show more what this deck is about. And, you know, we had a nice back and forth duel. I just wish I could have gone a little... Wait, what are you doing? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, I guess I got another turn, but still. If I win because my opponent did that, I'm going to be annoyed. Oh, wait, no, they're not done yet. My apologies. No, we're still done. We're still done. Okay. I was like... Nah. Unfortunately, yeah, I use a thing in the graveyard. He's just gonna... yeah. Unfortunately, I can't even use Gizmecha Orochi. I'll use his effect one more time just to be like, hey, I didn't forget you, buddy. But this is still gonna be game. Did I banish this Arco? I did. Okay. Alright, well, we take that loss. That's fine. It was a good back and forth duel. I just wish I could have drawn into Sarko. I was so close. So close to taking him down. But I guess Lancelot was the... What? Oh, don't you do... Oh, what are you doing now? What is this? Oh, you just want to run salt into my wounds by going to something else. Alrighty, everybody. So the 8th axis went 3 out of 4, which is very good for this deck. Because at the end of the day, it's more casual-minded. Yeah, the horse is a thing. But at the end of the day, all we want to do is summon that big level 8s and attack the opponent, you know? And we got to do a lot of these level 8s that we have in the deck. Not everybody, sadly, got to have their time to shine. Old Battleground was just waiting to be revived. That's all he wanted to do. Who else? Flamberge, you didn't get to do anything, sad to say. Berserker Dragon, we were so close. So close to you getting to do stuff, but... It's all good. You know, it's a nice, straightforward deck, and at the times, you know, I just like to play a nice, straightforward deck. You know, as much as I like the combos and the wombos and the what do's and what not do's, sometimes you just gotta take things nice and straightforward and simple, you know? Clear the air, as they say. So, had a good fun time playing this deck. I hope you guys did too. If you did, don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe. Do it now. We need to get to that 1,000 sub by the end of the 100 days. Very important. And it's all up to you at home. And me here to like play the deck real good. That's my job. Your job is to hit the subscribe button and the like button and the comment button too. So here's the deck list for everybody who wants to see what we are playing today and wants to try this deck out as well. So for our main deck, we have one Berserk Dragon for flavor, one copy Raz Black Full Metal Dragon, just as another negate we can put in here. We have a lot of dragons. One Flamberge Dragon for flavor, 3 copies of Imseti, the Glory of Horus, 2 copies of Horus, the Black Flames Deity, who we can summon because he's a bloody dragon. 3 copies of Bigfoot, make sure one of them is the Yeti Bigfoot, very, very important. 2 copies of Felgrand, because I can revive this thing and banish my opponent's stuff. 3 copies of Dangerous Thunderbird as our other level 8 danger monster. 1 each of Light and Dark and Dragon in the main deck. It's just a nice little thing we could do. Consider we have Felgrand, maybe we could just rush around another copy of this, but I find one of each is fine. It's fine. 1 copy of, the other horses, 1 Qliphort Kababa, 1 Happy, 1 Duwumpe. 1 copy Gizmek Orochi, just to have something from the grave in case we need it. And that's the monsters. So for the spells, we have things like 2 Return of the Dragon Lords, 3 copies of Trade-In, 3 Advanced Draws. These all work very well in tandem with each other. Reviving a dragon monster, discarding a dragon monster, and then sending dragon on the field to the grave to draw more cards. And these are all non-once per turn, so they're very good for just getting lots of things in the grave, in the hand, especially combined with the King Sarko. It's just able to get your whole setup done. 1 Foolish Burial in case you just happen to need Foolish Burial for whatever needs. Sometimes you just need to bait things out. It's kind of that sort of thing. 1 Monster Born, because there's never enough reviving in this deck. 1 Deal with the Dark Ruler, which we were so close. So close. 1 copy of the Call by Grave, because Ash Blossom's a little piece of booty, and I don't like to see it. 3 copies of the King Sarcophagus, because it's our main part of our horse lineup. Just discarding any of our monsters to the grave, setting up the horses, getting them on the board, doing all the good stuff. 1 Maxi Metal Morph for tripping off dragons to summon our Metal Boy, and giving us an Omni Negate with some protection. And 2 Call of the Haunted for more flavor, because there's never enough of that. So as for the extra deck, we have 1 Little Knight, because it's pretty generic and sometimes you need it. 1 Mega Clops, because we do have a lot of like seeds monsters. 1 Saryuja, because it works very well in tandem with the horse lineup. We have 1 Spriggan's X-Blower, because it's just a funny card to make, and put 5 materials on this thing, make a giant explosion on the opponent's board. 1 Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld for Omni Negates, attacks, and pops. 1 copy of Photon Lord, who in hindsight might have been a better option against that guy, but whatever. But Photon Lord's a monster effect negate. Good old Dingirzu for sending cards to the graveyard, protecting us. 1 copy of Garunik's Eternity, who can destroy all monsters on the board and can get rid of spell traps as well. Another card that might have actually been good in that situation. And Fiendsmith's a weird engine, it's annoying. And we also have number 38 for spell negates. We have the Zombie Vampire for filling up the graveyard even more. 1 Devil A Zeus, which I'm glad I remember to put in here, for just blanket getting rid of my opponent's boards. 1 each of Dark and Light End Dragon, because you need them to summon out the Light and the Dark End Dragons. And then lastly, Light and Darkness Dragon Lord for Omni Negates. And if he leaves the board, revive a dragon. Now, as for the side deck, didn't really think of too many things in here, but there's like little text here. There, Alpha the Master Beast, good if you're going second. Summon him out, bounce things back. Darkhold Dragon is just a funny little guy you can summon out if a card gets destroyed. He also searches out Darkhold at the end phase, so if you want a really, really spicy tech, go right ahead. There's also Horus the Black Flame level 8, which takes a little bit more setup to bring out, because you can't just special summon the darn thing. But it is a nice thing if you can summon it out, because he negates all spells. There's also things like Abominable Unchained Soul, there's Barbaros, there's Tualatin. A lot of really funky level 8 techs just to mess with your opponent a lot of ways. There's things like Therian's King Regulus if you're playing more machines. I would consider Machinas, but these are the only level 8 Machinas. And this is all level 8s, baby. All level 8s. All of them. And the guy I really wanted to summon today was Montage Dragon. Unfortunately, in testing, I played this deck like 24 times. And I never had a situation where I was able to summon the guy, which really stinks, but it just didn't happen. So, had to take him out. Otherwise, there's some other rank 8 exceeds if you want to go for like Felgrands or Sargas or any of the Photons, whatever works for you. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And tomorrow, Memphis is coming back on to do an interesting little challenge. We're taking a look at the Edison format. So, he might be begging the people on Discord for that one, but we'll see how it goes. And we'll see if he can play an old format again. I mean, we played GOAT. GOAT and Edison can't be that different from each other, can they?